Alright, so I am gonna start with my eyebrows. My favorite thing to use, of course, is the Anastasia Dipbrow. I use the dark brown. I also use the darkest one, but I guess it depends on my mood. Today I will be using the dark brown. I hardly ever use any pencils. I feel like they're too hard or too rough on my eyebrows. I don't know if that makes sense. With this, it's so smooth and it's just, I mean, you have to work with it. Maybe I just got used to it because that's the first thing I ever used to fill out my eyebrows. So I'm gonna show you guys how I do it. So I just use this spoolie and I brush my hairs upwards. I'm just gonna outline the bottom of my eyebrow. Alright, so as you guys can see, I don't have any hair right here, so I'm gonna shape off my eyebrow like I have hair there. So I'm gonna go in with more of the Dipbrow. I have a new one, but I'm gonna finish this one before I even open the other one, because I would just forget about this one and just keep using the new one, and you know. So I just grab some, let me see if I can. So I just literally grab some like this. So I just do this and take out any excess. It also helps the brush to be more flat, you know what I mean? So I like to do that step. So I like to use that ink blot, this little oil thing, and this just helps the Dipbrow from being too dry. It makes it more easier to work with. So I like to add a few drops each time I use it, and I just like to move it around and then take out the excess. My eyebrows are already super thick. I usually just fill them in because I still have some spots that are not the way I like them to be. So that's the only reason. I actually never used to fill in my eyebrows until 2 years ago. It was on February 2016. That's when I started filling in my eyebrows, because before that I would never do it. I thought my eyebrows were the shit. So I'm gonna show you guys the same steps in these eyebrows. As you guys can see, I haven't touched the front of my eyebrows, like this part right here, because I like to do that at the end. I just like to do that with the leftover product I have from doing my eyebrows. I feel like they look more natural. Now that you have your eyebrows, I'm just gonna use a spoolie and just brush them. And then going back to the front of my eyebrow, again, I'm just using the leftover product I have on my brush. And again, I'm just gonna outline the bottom and just create more shadow or little strokes of hairs, like so. My eyebrows are not the same. They're super different. It's like they say, your eyebrows are sisters, not twins. But you definitely don't want them to be cousins. Moving on, I'm gonna use my Shape Tape concealer. I'm gonna be using the medium. So I'm gonna take a little bit of concealer. I always like to use the back of my hand. I just take a little concealer. Then the brush that I love to use is the Morphe E11. It's just a flat brush like this. And this just helps me to make my eyebrows sharp or like to clean them up. When you do your eyebrows, I mean, you want to be careful with your eyebrows, but you also don't have to be so perfect, because you can always go back with concealer and just shape them off, and they just look so much better and a lot more cleaner. So yeah, use the concealer, it helps out a lot. And I also like to use the same brush just to blend out my concealer, so it wouldn't just look like a line of concealer. So because I also like to use the same concealer as a base for my eyeshadows, so it's the same thing. Alright, so once you have that, I just usually just take my finger and blend out my concealer. For the top of my eyebrows, I like to use foundation, and if I have a little bit of concealer, I'll just mix them both. I like to use concealer and foundation. I feel like it just blends out better than just having concealer. So I'm gonna use I had a little bit of concealer and I just added a little bit of foundation on here and mix them both, and that's how I'm gonna outline the top of my eyebrow. Ooh. That's it. That's what I do with my eyebrows. Simple, nice and simple. I mean, everybody has a different way to fill them out. I feel like I always use the same techniques, even on my clients. Like, I mean, I don't do the same eyebrow shape because everybody has their shape, but I like to just do the same steps, you know, just outline the bottom, outline the top, fill them in, wait till the last minute and just fill in the very front of the eyebrow, use the concealer, and that's it. So yeah. Alright guys, so this is how I fill in my eyebrows. If you guys like this video, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Also leave me a little comment down below, and if you guys want to see more mini tutorials like this, let me know in the comments down below and I will do more videos like this. Alright, thank you so much for watching.